Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So this is kind of what we're going to do on Monday. This graphing trig assignment. So there's a lot here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do it how I envision doing it in class. Is I'm going to pick out a couple of them, the ones that are like a lot going on, and those are the ones I'm going to do. But I'm going to upload the solutions for this so you guys could see it. And then on the last page there, it's just some like, listen, here's the stuff, just label it out. Don't worry about graphing it. There you see tangent, cosecant, cotangent, some of the other ones that we talked about, but we won't necessarily graph. We only really graph sines and cosines. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off, I actually think 1 is not too bad. I'm going to do 2, and keeping 1 in mind, I'm going to do 4 as well. So let's start with 2. I'm going to do 4, and I'll think about 3, but definitely 2 and 4 on this front page. All right, so my amplitude for number 2 is 1, okay? That negative just means flip. Do not say it's -1, not a negative amplitude. Okay, that 2 right in front of that x is a b. There's no parentheses here. We don't have to factor anything out. So our b is just this 2. So my period's 2 pi over 2, which is just pi. We're going to count by pi over 4. No horizontal shift, no vertical shift, nothing being added or subtracted at all. Amplitude's 1, we're going to flip it. Period's pi, we're going to count by pi over 4. We're going to graph these things for 2 periods, so let's do it. Pi over 4, 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, which is pi over 2, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, which is pi. And I'll go -2, why not? Negative pi over 4, negative pi over 2, negative 3 pi over 4, negative pi. All right, you can keep going in the positive direction, but you guys know I like to show you the negative direction. All right, amplitude's 1. Let's give ourselves some space here. We're not going to need it. No vertical shift of any sort. Okay, so as you guys remember, hopefully remember, sine graph, normal sine graph, starts at 0, 0, goes up, goes down, makes that nice shape. Cosine will start at pi, go down, and come back up. So sine's going to start at 0, 0, no vertical shift. But instead of starting up, because of this negative, I'm going to flip it. And instead of going to +1, I'm going to go down to -1. And you just continue along your shape. You're just reflecting that original sine graph. So it looks something like this. And then on the other side, pi over 4, negative pi over 4 goes to +1, 0, -1, back to 0 at negative pi. Okay, looks great.